Number one, don't turn your drone on and just fly away. You've got to wait. You've got to wait to make sure you get those GPS signals and that you're not in ATTI mode. On the DJI Go app for DJI drones, you look in the top left corner and it's always green. And people will say, oh, if it's green, then I go. You've got to stop. You've got to wait. You've got to look at how many satellites you actually are connected to. Because if you just go and you just fly away and it hasn't automatically set the home point and it hasn't got the proper GPS signal, it doesn't know where it is and it won't know where to go back to if it gets lost. Which gets me to number two. Make sure that return to home point is set, and sometimes in new software you may even want to go in there and make sure that the return to home point that it's set is actually where you are. Less expensive drones like the DJI Spark that don't have the special technology like OcuSync and some of the fancier stuff some of the more expensive drones have, when they're just using wireless, they take longer to connect all that stuff. So you need to be patient and you need to wait to avoid flyaways and to also make sure that your return home functionality will work if you need to call on it. Number three, line of sight. Keep that drone where you can see it at all times. And the number one reason for this is because the connection. If you fly around and behind a building, it's going to lose signal, it's going to lose connection. So don't fly it where you can't see it. Don't fly behind things. Make sure you can see your drone and that the phone or the remote control is in line of sight of that drone as well. I actually don't know what number we're on anymore, but the next thing not to do is don't fly close to water. Don't fly close to reflective surfaces. So if you're flying over the water like this and you're getting really low because you're getting this gorgeous shot and you're focused and you're looking on your phone and you're like, wow, this is so pretty, this video is amazing. The drone sees the reflection of the sky, gets confused about what it is and goes, hey, it's ground. Because, well, it is something you could try to land on and it goes to land. Also, that reflection can confuse it. Reflective surfaces can confuse it. It might not realize it's an object because the surface is reflective, and it can do all kinds of weird things to the sensors. So don't fly near shiny buildings that have lots of glass, and don't fly close down over water. And if you're gonna do it, then just know that you're taking that risk and be willing to take that risk. This gets me to the next one. Don't fly near metal. I see so many people take off in their backyards on YouTube on top of a metal patio table. Don't do it. It's not a good plan. It can have compass calibration errors, and again, if you have it go up in the air and have connection problems, it may be confused as to where it was and where to come back to. That can cause flyaways. If you're on a balcony in the city and you have a railing and it's metal, so yeah, repeat that to yourself. Don't fly near metal. And the very last thing is your return to home altitude. A lot of people, when they get into a bad situation, they hit that return to home button, or the drone does it on its own, and they didn't have the height set high enough. So the drone just comes and makes a straight beeline back to you. It doesn't, like, there are some drones that have technology where they may be able to go and do obstacle avoidance and go around things. Depends on which one you have, which manufacturer, but let's just assume they're dumb and they're gonna come straight back towards you and they're not gonna go above the tree. So they're gonna hit the tree, they're gonna crash, you're gonna be really mad. So go into your settings and look at the return to home altitude and set it to something that is higher than the things you're around, higher than your house, higher than your tree line, 150 feet, whatever it needs to be in order to make sure that if your drone gets set into return to home mode by you or by itself, that it's gonna go up, come to you, and then go down. So these are the newbie essentials. This is what you need to be doing if you're flying a drone. It's what you need to know about. This is the best way you can avoid a crash. But at the end of the day, it's not if you'll crash, it's when you'll crash.